So we're given this formula that gives you the velocity in feet per second of a model rocket t seconds after it's launched. C is some positive constant. Question is, what's the velocity of the rocket 2 seconds after it was launched? So we're looking at when t is 2. I can use the function form. We're trying to see, do we have a unique value for this? So obviously, if we know c, then we can answer that. Statement 1 says the rocket reaches its maximum height and begins descending 1.5 seconds after it was launched. So it's, if we look at you have the velocity, it's going up, and then it's going to start to descend. So at this point, the velocity is 0. I mean, I guess that's the key point, is that its height reaches the maximum at t equal to 1.5 seconds. Then it starts to decrease. So that means at this point, the velocity is 0. So that condition means that velocity is 0 when t is 1.5. So we know we can calculate c from this, and then we can answer that. So 1 alone is sufficient. 2 says the rocket's initial velocity, that is when t is 0, is 48 feet per second. And so we know what c is. Once we know what c is, we can answer that question. So 2 alone is also sufficient. What you'll also note that when each statement alone is sufficient, the value of c that you will get here will be the same for each of the statements. You will notice 32 times 1.5 is indeed 48. So if you ever find that your two values are different, then either you've made some calculation mistakes, but almost all GMAT data sufficiency questions, this is kind of an unwritten rule that whatever value you get is consistent. The statements are always consistent. So here the answer is D.